Good morning, Deep Springs Dragons. It is Thursday, which means we've almost made it through another week. Tomorrow is our assessment day, so if you have not been practicing those spelling words or paying attention to what we're doing, today might be an excellent time to really focus on that. Like I said, it is Thursday, April 23rd, 2020, and this is day 4 of Unit 5, Week 4. So we're moving right along. There's only one more week in Unit 5, and we'll do that next week with you all, but then we only have one more unit and school's over. Like, we've gotten so far. I'm really proud of all of you guys. So let's keep going. All right. Informational text we've talked about a ton, and there's some clues that can help you know if it's an informational text or if it's a fictional text. If it's informational, a lot of times it uses photographs, right? Because it's real life. It is teaching you about something that is real. But it also gives you, it teaches you something. It tells you something. We've written some informational pieces when we were writing about the different animals at the aquarium. We were teaching people all about them. But informational texts do teach you something. It says informational text sometimes gives directions. So not all the time, but sometimes it gives you some directions. And this one does. Directions are a list of steps that tell you how to do something. For example, this is how to plant a seed. It is springtime outside. It is nice and warm outside. And there are 5 different steps that they're telling you all you need to follow in order to plant a seed to make it grow into a beautiful plant. 1, you need to pack some dirt into a little pot. 2, poke some holes in the dirt. So in your little thing, you just kind of poke a little hole in it. You're going to drop a few seeds in it for the 3rd step. For the 4th step, you'll pack some dirt back down over the top of that seed. And then for the 5th step, you'll continue to water it. Also, something they didn't include was you'll need to make sure it's sitting kind of close to the sun because plants need a couple things to survive. They need water and they need that sunlight. All right, but on all of your all's different worksheet pages, there's always some directions. That is information that you need. That's what it's talking about in the informational. And it gives some directions that you need to follow to do something. But down here at the bottom, it talks about the steps that you need to make toast, okay? You're going to have to look at it and you're going to decide, do I do this first or do I do it second or third? List the order in which you need to complete it in. All right, we're going to compare some text. It says, compare text and learn how to make different instruments. So this has some big words to it. I'm going to get nice and close to my phone so you can hear me as I'm reading. And because there's some words in it that aren't our high frequency words, I'm going to read it to you today. So go ahead and turn your ears up and follow along with me as I read. All right, good job, guys. It says, shake, strike, strum. Instruments can be a lot of fun. Instruments make different kinds of sounds. Strike a drum, rum pum pum. Strum a guitar, plink pling. Blow a horn, toot toot. And shake it up. Some sounds are nice to hear, others are not. But all sounds have 2 things in common, pitch and volume. Pitch is how high or low the sound is. When you whistle for a dog, you make a high-pitched sound. Volume. Volume is how loud or soft a sound is. When you whisper in class, you make a low volume sound. You can make some fun sounds too. Make these instruments and start your own band. Guys, this would be something so fun that you could do right now since we're home alone. So if you can find some of these materials at home, it would be so much fun to make some of these instruments as part of your activities. So how to make a guitar. So you can make your own guitar at home. How cool would that be? What you'll need is a tissue box, some rubber bands, tape, and a ruler. And this is what you will do with those materials. It says what to do. 1, you're going to stretch 4 to 6 rubber bands around the box. 2, tape a ruler to the back. This is the guitar's neck. And 3, decorate the guitar. And 4, strum or pluck the rubber bands. It's something they didn't say, but when you string the rubber bands around the box, you need to make sure it goes over top of the holes or else it won't make the guitar sounds. You can also make a shaker. This might be a little easier to make than the guitar. For a shaker, you're going to need a plastic bottle, dried beans, or even rocks or beads or anything little like that you might have at home, and some stickers. What to do? You're going to put the beans or whatever small material you decide to use, like rice, inside the bottle. Don't forget to put the lid back on, or all of it's going to be shaken out everywhere. Put fun stickers on it, or you could write with a permanent marker, and then shake it for some fun. Now you can shake, strike, strum, and have some fun. So down here it says making connections. My kids always do this when we're making connections because we're linking our fingers together like chains. But when we make connections, we are talking about how sounds are different and what sounds can you make. So we just talked about a few different instruments. Maybe you can make connections to other instruments or things that you played with Miss Wiggins when you were in music class. All right, here's your writing for today. It says, how are sounds different and what sounds can you make? That is what you're going to be practicing doing. Don't forget that when you're writing your sentences, to write neatly. I also want to see a capital letter at the beginning. I want to see finger spaces between your words, and I want to see punctuation mark at the end. After you finish making your sentence, go back and reread it. Make sure it makes sense. Because if it doesn't make sense, then it's not a sentence. All right, good job, guys. All right, here are some more of those sounds to practice. Remember, if you don't remember some of these and aren't able to follow along and say them when they come up on the screen, go back and watch the Phonics Sans Hunks and Chunks on YouTube, and it'll practice a lot of these sounds. All right, and practicing a few more words and reading them together. Remember, sometimes a couple letters put together make just one sound. So when you see OW in just one box, it means it's just one sound. We don't need to go D, W, N for down, because we know that OW actually says ow. Okay, so D, ow, N, down. P, ow, plow. Ow, d, crowd. Those are against the rules right now. Don't make a crowd, guys. Ow, s, mouse. And again, we see that little E because it's actually a silent E. There it goes. Clown. K, ow, n, clown. Ow, d, sound. Ow, d, mound. Ow, f, mouth. Ow, d, found. And our last one. Owl, frown. So sad. Alright, once again in grammar this week we're practicing that A and an. And then we're also practicing this and that. Remember, A, use before a noun that begins with a consonant. So if it is a tree or man or house, it would be a house, a tree, a man. But if it is a noun that begins with a vowel, you'll use an. Okay, so like egg, an egg. Excellent. And then this, you use that before a noun that is close, and then that is for a noun that is far away. And that gets us to day 5, which is our assessment day. So tomorrow when we take our assessment and our test, I'm going to have your parents do the spelling test, kind of like the last couple weeks, but I will read through our assessment, the bigger assessment, so you can kind of follow along with me. Good job, guys. You all are doing great.